passion. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my patterns. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this sport before I go. And that's some hours in my bench way. Now it's like work for 10K all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back to off the place. Then I head downstairs, they were like, see the car going air, they were like. So I stepped downstairs, they were like, ooh yeah. See the car going air, they were like.
So I gotta play this main game now, so.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ready?
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Here we go,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11, 12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Aaron Smith Jr. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Richardson on 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. There he goes, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete. The Bengals at 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvin.
Touchdown! Old Smith Jr. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back.
It's a pass-first league, right?
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Here we go. The line to get in this first quarter. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Stop. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Now Burrow. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
3rd and goal. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. 21-0, our score after 1. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say he went out of bounds, came back in, then touched the football.
Can't be the first guy to touch it when you come back in bounds. That's why the penalty goes against him. Have to know where you are on the field.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Yoshibas. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. interception return for a Colts TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals. The fact that my players are probably just better and not try and do too much. Do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
12, 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andre Yoshibas. 44 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call the playmakers together.
Let me know when you're ready.
We're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So
Man, Rip is sorry.
Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
We just carried my nigga to a 15 gamer though. You feel me?
Hands of X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they're able to get this one.
His weak ass did a run.
Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Richardson off the play fake. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Richardson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Richardson now on 2nd down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They're going to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll let one go deep for downs. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Let's go
The
now.
Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Sliding out of the pocket. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, here's Richardson. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back, and this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken out past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go,
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
First down, here's Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. A gain there of 21 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
On one, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, MT, tape, stop.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, This one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now here is another interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go,
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Burrow will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Get in the huddle.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game. Taking it right down Broadway. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs, 75 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And Howie clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Gun.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now off to the races, down the right side. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've got a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
11 MT. 11.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On 2, ready?
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And a short gain here down to the 22. After getting stepped on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cincinnati, it's a 10th win on the year.
Why would I hold up my for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson. Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just cruising through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my bench brain. It was like work for 10K more, cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going ahead, they were like, ooh yeah. Crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few.